no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready, set. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the option. Now the pitch. Shows him the stiff arm. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. The screen. He's got wheels. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end, and he wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to fire on second down. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
To the air, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. Pass to Tech, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football. All eyes on him and play physical.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Sooners need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sategna. Found some room, but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the first down, and now it's 4th and short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Setting up the screen. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's loose. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And some room to work. He's loose. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed some...
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bringing the heat. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right out, time to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point splits the upright. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense playing a bail technique. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. The 20, 10. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will give him the lead.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll send the back in motion. Throws into the middle of the field. He's got it inside the 30. Running free. Touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The run to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Tight end getting vertical. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball at Norman Oklahoma.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going up top again. Got it behind the line. It's up. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the ropes. He is electric. in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Quick step and go. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Mateer. A safe throw on the wide receiver screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, trying to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
To the air, it's Manning. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Motion from the back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
trying to turn the corner on the left. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I just love when running backs make those decisions. And when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Toss to the outside. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.